morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 18th of July. Welcome to another crafty morning. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Today, we are going to be playing with another layering bundle, which has just been released this month, and it is called the Frosted Forest bundle, and it contains stamps, dies, and more stencils. So this one, I've actually is it really bad of me to admit that I've only really looked at it this morning? So we'll see how we go. But I am just going to case a card this morning, but I'm going to change up the colours and try and make it perhaps a little bit more brighter than what we would normally have. So good morning coming in. It is cold again this morning. We are in winter, it's to be expected, right? So let's get our camera changed around and we'll see whether we can make a nice, happy, brighter style card. Wait a minute, I'm looking at my buttons. There we go. That's the one that I need. Got stuff in the way there. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the bundle to start with. So we've got Frosted Forest. Good morning, Deb. I know it's cold. Hopefully you're not snowing up in Queensland. It was weird because I also saw that Tasmania had a really warm day and it was snowing in Queensland. So real topsy-turvy. Good evening to Rebecca. Hello, Roberta. Okay, so we're going to look at the Frosted Forest bundle. So this is the stamp set and it's got some really nice sayings in it as well. So we've got the two, don't ask me what types of trees these are because I have no idea. These ones are obviously pine trees and are probably going to make good Christmas cards, I reckon, and whatever that tree is. And we've got a little bird, which I think is cute. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart, which I think is lovely. Thinking of you and how you strengthen my life. Birthday wishes for a day as great as you are, and thank you. So quite nice sentiments on that one. Okay, the dies that match, that is not the dies that match. That is the stylish shapes dies, which I intend to use this morning, but this is the dies we want. Good morning, Lois. So we have dies these are interesting because there's lots of dies. So we've got the main images to cut out, like the main dies to cut out, and then we've got insert dies as well. And these are quite, these ones here are quite detailed. So I'm assuming that you would cut one out and pop another one over the top. This one here is, by the looks, branches that you can then pop over the top of this one. So we can have this one as a three-piece. And then we've sort of got a background one that you could perhaps do some ink blending and pop these in black maybe. And then, of course, we've got some to cut out the birds. So, and that's great that they've given us two dies for the one stamp. So you can stamp multiple times and cut out two birds. So that is the dies. And then we have the stencils, which I have to say I only opened this morning as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. So three stencils go to the big tree, the tall tree. And then we've got 3 stencils that go to the pine trees. And these ones are on the one stencil. So 3 build-ups of them, which I think is really cool. And what I'd like to do with this one, without saying too much, might have to come back and play with it for Christmas. I think it would be really cool to do the top layer in like that pearl, the pearl enamel thing. I sort of on a bit of a kick after playing with that the last couple of times that we've played with it. So I think that would be a fun thing to play around with as well. So I am going to just pull up a picture. Let me grab it. So this is the picture that was on the website, and I'm quite taken with that tree. Now this is, if you joined me live the other night, I was talking about this image, and I know that it's not the correct shape for, you know, the Dr. Seuss, the Lorax, where they had all those trees. I think it's the colors that remind me of it. The shape is definitely not a Lorax tree. They are, you know, tall pom-pom type trees, but I think it's the colors sort of remind me of a Lorax tree. So I think it would be fun to do them in pink, or even Christmas trees in the pink, the pine trees in the pink. But anyway, this is the card that I'm going to case this morning, but I'm going to change up my colors. I'm going to do green trees, and I thought, wait a minute, come back, hide you. There we go. But I would like to use the green from the Full of Life Designer Series paper. So, because these are really pretty. So, and I've pulled out a couple of different styles of greens. And so I'm just going to pick some papers because I've pulled out Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist. I thought, let's make two. If I'm making one, I might as well make two. So I'd like to do the Granny Apple Green into Lemon Lime Twist. And then I've also got Shaded Spruce into Shy Shamrock. So these papers are beautiful. I'm just flicking through them really quickly. And I haven't used any of them yet. So there's a bit there. And I'd like to bring in some yellow as well. So I'm thinking that piece there for a little piece down the bottom. Just keep flicking through them. Oh, that one's pretty too. Oh, that one's really pretty. That one goes up into the blue, but I think I'd like to take a bit that goes into the yellow. And that's nice as well. Have a look at these. These are gorgeous. Good morning, Judith. Oh, that's pretty too. But I think I might come back because I would like some of that Granny Apple Green. Oops. Into the Granny Apple Green into the yellow. I wonder whether that might be too close in. It doesn't matter. Look, stop making. Just pick a piece and go with it, right? There's more to play with later on. All right, so we'll try and, that was a bit silly taking the whole lot out of the package. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so, and I've also pulled in some, oopsie, I just bumped up these. So I've also pulled in some pecan pie and some crumb cake. So let's get started. I've got my card here, and I think I might just stick this to the tabletop, right to my glass mat for a moment while I do this. So I'm going to outline in pecan pie. I've got my stamp already, and these are bigger than what's shown on the front cover of the stamp set too, by the way. Yeah, Judith, these are really pretty. I wasn't going to get them, but you know what happens. You know what happens. You see somebody else using them, and you go, maybe I will get them all after all. Is that, I'm probably too close. Let me, instead of unsticking that, let me just push this up a little bit closer. How's that? Otherwise, I'm half off the screen. Good morning, Margaret. Okay, so let's get 2 images going. So we want to, I'll try and, I know I'm going to be using up, oh no, it should be okay. I was going to say, I know I'm going to be using up more card if I space them apart from each other, but it should be okay. I'm going to die cut them. So that should be okay. Hopefully there's enough space around the dies that I can quite easily manage to. It'll be all the ink blending brushes that will give me grief. Okay, pop you out of the way. I'll need you again a little bit later. And I'm doing mine on white as well. Hello, Susie from Western Maryland. Okay, so I've got, actually, I was going to say, I don't know which ones to do first, but that's a bit silly because they're numbered, right? So I'm going to, and because I've stamped, I can easily line things up. I don't have to worry about putting my little V marker. These ones are easy to line up. But again, you can do these with stamp, without stamp. I need a brown. I've got all these packets that I've had pre-Stampin' Up. I just need to check what sort of brown is on that. It's quite a dark brown. Should be okay to go into crumb cake though. dab off. There's probably enough brown on the blending brush that I won't even have to do that. So, well, I'm just going to go lightly, I think, to start with. First time playing with it is always like, So stamping in pecan and sponging in ink blending in crumb cake. Hello, Carla. Oh, we've got a few of the US ladies, so that's pretty cool. Can you guys, I'm just going to see if I can push that up a little bit further. I'm working quite far away from myself now, but at least I'm in the screen now, right? Now, also, while I'm doing this, I do not give measurements while I am crafting. Like, I won't give measurements of cards or anything like that. So if you want, if you are not on my newsletter list, you can head on over to alisatilsner.com and you can sign up for my newsletter. And this cards, both will have the same measurements, but it will just give both photos. These will be going out as a written PDF next week. So if you're looking for all the measurements so that you can recreate yourself, head on over there and sign up. Okay, so there's our two. And I am going to clean as I go, especially when we get to the green, because I'm going to be doing two different shades of green. I've got so many piles of ink pads all around me. Wipe off that little bit there, put my brown away. When you're working in small space, you have to sort of try and keep yourself clean, right? Try and keep it a little bit neater than, because normally I would just, throw things on the floor and all that stuff. But okay, so one I'm going to do Granny Apple Green Lemon Lime Twist, and the other one I'm going to do Shy Shamrock and Shaded Spruce. And I have not had a lot to do with the Shy Shamrock, so that will be interesting. But I do want to put a little yellow flavor in there too. So I think for the Granny Apple Green Lemon Lime Twist, I might bring out some lemon lolly. All right, ink. I need a blending brush, and I might have to use the same brush for both the lemon lime twist and the Granny Apple Green. So I have just one of these microfiber cloths, and I will give this, it's filthy, and I really do need to get another one because this one is covered in pinks and blues and now a big spot of green. So I just want to try and get some of that off because I'm going to come in with that lemon lime twist first and have a go. Right. Oh my gosh, I'm so cluttered at the moment. Judith says she's been watching all my colouring techniques. Oh, awesome. Falling in love with colouring. I love colouring. I love colouring. And I also, if you find me ink blending, I cannot go lightly with ink blending. I keep trying, but it just doesn't work. Okay, so I need Granny Apple Green and I need my lemon lime twist. I've got a yellow brush, which I'll probably definitely have to rub some of that off as well because there's just way too much, way too much ink in my brushes. I should give them, I should have a cleaning weekend, cleaning all my brushes and starting again, but I don't. So, because when I do yellow, I love to put a lot of yellow. That's still got a whole heap of yellow in there, so I may not even dip that into the lemon lime twist. We'll just see into the lemon lolly, we'll just see how we go. So speaking of, I might do that one first. So look at that, there's so much yellow in that already. So I'm just going to pop. Do you know what? Why does this happen every single time? The postie has just arrived. So you will have to excuse me. Chat amongst yourselves for 2 seconds because he won't go away. I'll have to answer the door. even for me. Wasn't even for me. Okay, so where was I? Yellow, and I'm just putting a hint of yellow on the tops of these, and then I'm going to come in with my lemon lime twist, and I'm just going to go over the top, and I'm going over the top of the yellow as well. So should just give me a little yellow flavor. And then I can always come back and pop a little bit more on those tops anyway. So I dare say that it's either crushed curry or it's probably crushed curry on here, I would say, because when I ink blend, I like to use the nice rich yellow. Okay, so let's pull that off. And so we've got a little tinge. I am going to clean this straight away because I have to use it again, but with different colors, and I don't want to contaminate the next one by dragging these colors into it. Oh, so you've already ordered this one, Judith. Just as well you didn't order it twice then, right? Okay, and then 1, 2, number 3 coming in. So we're just going to pop that on over the top again. Oh, okay. You do have to, I should have had the V. This one lines up a little bit different. So just watch where these go, because I've got these ones that are off, these ones that are lining up. I should have perhaps had a little V in it, but there's a little gap one there, and it is not. Oh, there we go. Got it. Twist a little bit, and it's lined up. No, that one's not. Pays to try and stamp things correctly, doesn't it? I know that I should know. You know, it's Carl who orders things, but they always turns up at the same time of the day, and it's always while I'm doing my live, and of course he's always in bed still, so he never gets up to answer the door. But anyway, I think I'm okay. There might be a few little bits that are hanging out over the edge, but we'll have a go and see how we go here. I can't line it up perfectly. Okay, so this is my granny apple green now. I'm just going to dab that off because I'm not sure how much I picked up. So this one on the top, and then you can go back and pick that up. I love doing these for the first time because it's like, even though you may have seen photos of it, you know, other people's cards making with these, it's always like, wow, what is it going to turn out like? So there we go. So you're probably a little bit hard. I will bring them up to the screen when I am done. I'm hoping that they are in the right spots. Maybe I should have put that V mark on my glass mat. Maybe I'll do it with the next one. Okay, I had some green over there. Right, next. So back to my put you away. I've got a different green. Whoops, which has also got pink on it. Man, I'm not very good here, am I? What green have we got? Oh, you'll do. As long as I don't get that pink into it. Okay, let's put these guys away. All right, and I'll bring out Shy Shamrock and Shaded Spruce. That Shy Shamrock's really hard to say. All right, let's put this down again. I'm going to do a little bit of a yellow flavor, so we'll line that up. Now, you can use a marker. This is the first time I'm doing this. Okay, so I've got are these alcohol based? These are pigment based. Pigment Waterproof and archival. All right, you know what? I'm going to be scary, and I'm going to put a fine line because I don't have anything that's thin. And that's really thin. And I'm going to draw my V on my glass mat. Okay. So then I should be able to come back. Has anyone tried the white ink for snow? No, I haven't, but you know what? I was wondering, and Deb said that she saw a video using embossing paste to make it look like snow. That would be cool. The trick was to heat set it straight away. Ah, yes, otherwise it turns green. It does. And also, if you've got the puffy white paint that we used to carry, if you've still got some of that, you can use that as well, the puff paint. And also, what else was I going to say? I was going to see whether you could paint on the pearl. Don't put that in. Don't put the green in my yellow. I was going to see if you could paint the white pearl enamel on there as well, like put it through the stencil. Right, okay, so I'm going yellow, and I'm going to go a little bit heavier. Okay. Good morning, Marilyn. Ah, yes, it's time. Okay, this is shaded Shy Shamrock. Oh my gosh. And that is really hard to say. Shy Shamrock. It's a shh. All right, let's get some of that cleaned off. Don't think I need you on my desk anymore. Oops, somehow I've managed to get a little bit of the plastic on there. A little shard of the plastic container. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see what this one's going to look like. Shy Sham. Ooh, and we are strong, baby. Let's get some of you off. So this is really pretty. I've played with it. Ooh, look at that. I've played with it once. Let me show you my V. What did I use it for? I used it for not long ago. Oh, that's right. My ink blending card, my hello card. I used it in that. So in there, that was the first time I'd used it. And I did it with the summer spruce as well, which was really pretty. Wow, have a look at that. That is super pretty. That is nice and bright. Let's just get a little bit more contrast going on. Oh, that's nice. Hello, Kayla. These are your colors, aren't they, Kayla? They are totally. I like that. That's pretty. All right, let's get rid of the yellow. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and let's bring in number 3. Okay, and now I can line that up there, and I can actually see where it's supposed to be. Okay, so there are 2 little spots here that don't line up. So, but now that I've got, well, that must be where they go because I'm in my V. So we'll take it as it is. Okay. Shaded spruce. Again, I'm going to tap this off because it is a nice rich color. And let's go over you. Ooh, and for the reveal. Ooh, pretty. I like it. It's just got a little bit of the yellow that shines through now. That's pretty. I'll hold these up to the screen. Oops, in a second. Do you know what? I have never had this many ink pads on my desk for such a long time. All right, now you know I used my seal to stick that, but if you give it a little bit of a twist, it comes off of there. And then I've got adhesive on the back here still, but if you rub that with your thumb, it makes a bit of a mess, but you keep rubbing and it starts picking up and you can actually get rid of that. There we go. No adhesive left on the back there, and you can do the same to your glass mat. And then I usually get like a little, you know, there's usually a little ball, and I just usually do something like that. Now, my V. Oh, look, my V just washed off. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're going to get these die cut. Oof. They like to stick together when they're damp. All right, let me put these guys away. I will put them on the floor to dry a little bit, and it'll be just my luck I sort of step on them and all of that. Let's get rid of these. I need to clear my desk off a little bit, so too much stuff going on. And I'm just going to pop these behind me. I need you. Well, I don't need the rest. I do need my big machine. Yep. There we go. And I'm going to just cut these guys in half. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Just so that I can run them through the machine a little bit easier. Oh, do you know what? I can probably fit these in my mini one. I don't need that one. If I can get away with my mini, I will. And I know that the mini's width is 9 centimeters, so as long as I'm under that, I'm usually good to go. Oh, don't cut that close. All right. Oh, I thought you said, oh, Kaylee, you scared me. I thought you said that you had to go and buy the bundle, but you've got the bundle. Thank goodness for that. So that is, I'll just bring these up. So that is the Shaded Spruce and Shy Shamrock. I hate saying that. And this one is the Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist version. So and that one will probably pop when I stick it on the paper that we've got. And I'm just going to quickly do this before only to the ones that I need. So don't worry, I'm not going to do it to all of them. But if I don't, I will get mucked up straight away. Here we go. Okay, so let's cut these guys out. And then I don't think the rest of the card is too hard. I've done a little bit of like I've cut my pieces already. I think that's lined up. Dope. Okay, so this one here is going to go with this one here. Get rid of the blue, just keep this bottom part. And this one here, I really like that. I really like it with the yellow tinge in it. And this one here, see if I can do a better job at die cutting. And then this panel here is going to go with this here, but only this portion. I'm not going to use any of the other colors. So I think that they will go quite nicely. Right. And then while I'm out, I've got some extra pieces of card. So I need to, if I come back to that photo, I need to do the thank you. I'm probably going to, probably white embossed, I think. But I've got all 4 of the greens out. I just need to know whether I'm going to do which variation of color I'm going to do. While I've got these going out, just a reminder that it is the earn part of our bonus days. So for every $90, and this is included. This bundle is 114, I believe, ish. So for the whole 3 pieces, and that will get you a $9 coupon to be spending next month. I'm just going to cut a little bit of that green off, the yellow off. And we also have a chance to win a mini cut and emboss machine from myself. So for every $20 that you spend in my store, you'll go into the draw and I will pick a winner at the end of the month, beginning of August, I should say. And oh, that's going to be real pretty. I might have to trim that down a little bit. Anyway, you'll see it in a sec. And so I got that. I got a July host code. If you wish to use it, you'll find that on my blog and also in my newsletter. And for anyone ordering any amount, then you get a free tutorial as well. So cards designed by myself. I've got a scrapbook page in there. Cards designed by myself and Lisa Bernard from the US as well. Whoops, wait a minute. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so let me come back to this. Right, so I need to cut off. I'm going to cut off at this green here so that I don't have that darker green in. And swing you around. I think I may have to trim. I don't know whether that is going to be too thick of a panel. We'll find out. So let me get that out of the way. And I'll bring in my pieces. So I've got the green that might be way too high. I might have to trim. I'll probably trim off some of the yellow. And then I've got this one here, which I probably will have to trim as well. What does it look like? What does it look like in the photo? All right. Mind you, my card is a little bit shorter in height. So let's, you know what? Let's get the sentiment done first and then we'll come back and reassess. That's sort of what I like to do. All right, so sentiment, and I'm just doing the thank you. Oh, and what's a shame is I'm going to have to cut. If I choose Shy Shamrock, I've got to cut into all of it. So it'll either be, okay, choose your pick. So Shaded Spruce, Shy Shamrock. I think it's going to be Shy Shamrock. I think that's an easy one. And Granny Apple Green or Lemon Lime Twist. I think that one's going to be Granny Apple Green. I have a feeling. I think it's going to be those two. Tell me if you agree. Or will it be those two? And look, it's the first time I'm using Shy Shamrock card. I was like looking for scraps and I'm like, I don't have any scraps. It was that. Oh, I know. You know what? Now that I've pulled it out, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to play with it a whole lot more than I have been. All right. So I need, what do I need? I need stylish shapes. Agree. Okay, I've chosen the right colors. Good. Oh, there's a mark on that. And whoa, I'm losing them all. Oh. Losing them all. And I think it's that one. Don't trust. You know what I always do? Should not trust her. I always go, oh yeah, that'll fit. And then when I stamp it and I go, ooh, wait a minute, it doesn't fit. Take it from here. All right, that's the size I need. I always fall for it. And just cut you off. Now, should I do my hack job or should I actually trim it? I think I'll be nice and trim it. Otherwise, sometimes I just do a hack job. But I think for such a nice, long, unbroken piece, I think I will be nice and trim it. So it's a straight edge and not a hack job. Now I can do a hack job. There we go. And then I think I'll white emboss. I'm thinking. And it's the original card has got some background stamping, like the tree has been stamped a couple of times, and the bird has been stamped on there as well. So I have pulled out basic beige to do that, but if anyone can think of a better color than that, by all means, because the original card is done on beige, so it was tone on tone. So obviously I can't do tone on tone. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to trim that down. They're a little bit large, but I quite like. We'll see. We'll see. Talking to myself. Don't worry about me. Maybe just a smidge off. Just a smidge. I know I'll take a smidge off the yellow on that one, but the other end, I'm not so sure about that one because I really like those colours. There we go. Okay, you know what? And I'm not even going to attempt to stick them down. Or should I do crumb cake in the background? Although, you know what? I can try it, and if I don't like it, then I can, or grey. I don't know whether, you know what, my Versamark is that filthy. I would probably leave dirty marks all over my card. It wouldn't be very pretty, I don't think. Just saying. Okay, we'll get these done at the same time, I reckon. Versamark. Can I get them straight is the next question. Oh, jeepers. Why did I choose to cut first? Such a ninny sometimes. Excuse me if my head gets in, but I need to make them straight. Oh, I don't even know whether that is straight. Oh, maybe. Thing is, did I place the stamp straight on my block is the other question. Smoky slate. Yeah, I need something real pale, don't I? I thought basic beige because I've used browns. You know what? Do you know what you do? You stamp on a piece of scrap first and see what it turns out like, and then you can go from there. How about we do that? Because I know that the basic beige stamps with a greenish tinge, but it does dry a nice color. So excuse the noise. I'm going to be embossing. Nice. Okay, so let's grab some scrap, which, you know, I've got plenty of right beside me, and I'll grab this and I'll grab that, and I'll try both. And all right, so Smoky Slate, not Smoky Slate, what is it called? Basic Beige, full strength stamped off. That could work. And then what did we say? Smoky Slate. Smoky Slate. Or Grey Granite. Grey Granite is one's a warm grey, one's a cool grey. This one's Smoky Slate. Smoky Slate, full strength, stamp off. Right. So Smoky Slate. Smoky Slate, Basic Beige. I'm thinking I might actually do the Basic Beige stamped off, I think. So test away. I think either would probably be okay. But just because I've got the greens, I might choose the Basic Beige just because we've got that colours mixed in together now. I think I will do that. Okay, Basic Beige stamped off. I think so. Just give that a clean. Okay, so let me just come back to our picture, and I get people who say to me all the time, I'm constantly casing cards. It is okay to do that. Okay, so we've got two. I wish I could zoom in on that, but I can't. Two and then one bird up in the top corner. Okay. Basic Beige stamped off. Okay, so we've got two and a bird. Let me put the bird in first, and then I know to avoid that area, right? Stamp you off as well. Okay, and oops, get rid of that so that you can actually see what I'm doing. That would be handy now, wouldn't it? Like, oh, yeah, lottie. What I did was I put this on here so that I could see where to stamp the bird, just in case you were wondering. All right, and stamp you down. And the other thing is that I'm probably definitely going to have to trim that down now, because there's not a lot going to be seen in the background. So stamp off. I tell you what, if you do not have this glass mat as yet, I am telling you, it is worth getting. It is probably the best investment, because I have saved so much scrap paper. I mean, yes, I've used scraps and stuff like that, but that's a different scrap. I have saved myself so much grid paper, because you can stamp off and make things messy underneath. Here we go. There's one card. Ooh, quite liking that. Nice and bright compared to, I mean, I really like the autumn cards that were shown on the webpage, but I'm quite liking this brighter look too. Good morning, Vicky, who's joining. That's okay. We're making two cards today. I figure if I'm going to make one, let's just make two. And I'm casing today, so casing with my own flair. All right, so stamp off. Because you know what? You can just wash your chamois and save the paper. Save the scrap paper. Because when we got rid of the Stamparatus, and I was like, oh no, they got rid of the mini, because that's what I would use all the time, the mini grid paper, and they got rid of that too. But honestly, I don't think I've even used I haven't even torn off a piece of grid paper since I have got the glass mat. Oh, good, Vicky. Yes, it is definitely worth the investment, I think. And there's so many different techniques that you can do on it as well, especially the reverse stamping. You can do it on here as well easily. I did the coffee cups from the Latte Love. I've got a little video somewhere showing that. Okay. All right, trim down time. I need to trim. I don't want to trim a whole heap because I really like the colours in it, but I am going to trim. Might just go gently to start with. I'm not even going to keep these little scraps, even though I probably should, but I'm not going to. I've got plenty of paper. Can't keep everything. But then the little voice inside your head goes, yes, you can. You could make a card with stripes on it. No. All right, this is the tricky bit. Which end do I cut off? Because if I cut off that, I'm cutting off too much yellow, and I really like that green. See? But you can make a card that's got layers of different colours. No. It's just a thin scrap. I hope other people talk to themselves like that. Have I used the white tray much? I have in the last couple of videos actually, and it's probably still got stuff on it. Still got stuff on it. I squirted in some. I was using the enamel, and I made a little palette because I tinted the enamel. What's it called? Enamel effects. So, and I tinted the white one. So I used that not long ago actually, and I haven't cleaned off the last little bit that I used. Okay, we are ready to assemble. And of course I use the chamois all the time. My chamois is looking pretty manky. And I keep both chamois in the same container now because I found I was letting it dry out and then just washing it as I needed it. But I've discovered that when I let it dry out, it was starting to get little like chips and bits in the sides where it was all dry. So now I just keep them together in one of these stamp cases, and they stay nice and damp. You know, obviously they get a bit stinky after a little while, so I just give them a wash and put them all back in. Rebecca says she likes that you can stamp the photopolymers without the piercing mat underneath. You don't have to have this underneath, and you can stamp. And that way it doesn't matter if you go off the edge because you just wipe off the excess. And I find that when I'm doing ink blending, I can dab off on the glass and come ink blending on, and then instead of dabbing my brush back into the ink pad, I'll just pick up the dabbed off ink and use that. So I'm probably using a little bit less ink as well. So there's lots of and of course all the smooshing techniques instead of getting plastic bags out, or although that is a nice technique because it gives a scrunched look. But you know what you would normally do on a sheet of acetate or something like that, you can just do it on your glass mat, like make puddles and pop your cardstock into it, and all sorts of things to do. All right. So, okay, I'm rescuing them. I'm rescuing them back. If you're on YouTube, you won't have seen Rebecca's comment. She said, I can put the small strip of green of the strips on the inside of my card. Thank you. See, I knew those little voices coming out of my head might get somebody. Jeanette says, trying to get back into card making. Oh, since the passing of her husband, I'm so sorry to hear that. It would be a very hard thing to get back into anything, I would imagine. So definitely, but if you definitely find some calm in your card making, then definitely get back into it, that's for sure. Okay, now I've got that, I might actually do, I was going to do white, but now that I've got that basic, take one out, take the next one out, I might do, that's craft, so, and it's close enough in toning to match my basic beige, so I'm going to do that, I think. Yeah. It is good therapy, isn't it? At least if it takes your mind off of something for the meantime, because especially if you enjoy colouring in, I do. I really enjoy colouring in, and I find that when I colour, especially if I'm, you're concentrating really hard on your colouring and it's a big piece, I sort of find that I don't really think about anything else at that particular time, because you are so invested in what you're doing. All right. I think I need to, I'll just tie this off, I think, and then I can, oh no, there we go. I was going to say I can scooch it over, but I will do that at the moment. You know what, I need to tie it in a knot first before I tie it in a bow. There we go. Now I can do my bow, and I do my bows sort of around the other way. Now that twisted, I could feel it twist as it went through, so there we go. Okay, and I will scooch those down a little bit, and I can come back and fiddle with them, although sometimes, you know what, sometimes the bows just aren't worth fighting with. All right, so there's one. Sometimes it's just easier to let them do their own thing. Definitely waste not. I was like, you should see the big little pile of, I've been trying not to keep everything. And it's like, no, you don't need to keep everything, but that's a good idea for, especially when the colours are so pretty. And it does have the, I mean, I know I've cut off like solid colours, but it just does have that little striation in it still. So it's just got that little bit of difference than using solid cardstock, right? Oh, hello. Fingers work for me. Come on. Oops. Feels a little loose, but I think it'll be fine. And now it wants to go this way. Like I said, sometimes twine is not worth fighting with. Cotton or twine or ribbon, or just let it do its thing. What do they say? Pick your fights. This isn't one of them. You know, if I make that loop bigger, it's probably easier for me to get through. Oh. You know what? And it's also fine to not tie a bow if you want to just tie a knot, because, there we go, because the bows are being a stinker. Knots are fine. And if you're giving to a male, then maybe a knot is all you want anyway. Right. There we go. Thanks, Susie and Lois. Thank you very much. And it's going to be hard to pick a favourite between the two different shades of green. They both have their, I don't know, I like them both. Right. Okay, now I think, how much height do I want to have? I think I might pop these up with dimensionals, which I haven't done in a long time, is like pop a full panel up. Normally I'll just pop, you know, little bits, sentiment and focal points and that type of thing, but I reckon will pop up a full panel. So I do need to go a little bit gung-ho with the dimensionals here. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Make sure that's where you want it before you stick it down. Although with a little bit of dimensional there on the background, I do have slide scooching availability because they're not stuck flat. Now, this will be tricky because it's only got a really fine border. So if my head gets in, I apologize, but it's only got a super, super fine border. So stick the first two fingers underneath still until you get them lined up. And then when you're happy, I go to one corner, whoop, tail out, and then the last corner gets let down. So that's how I always go from the top. Keep your fingers underneath, and then as you're happy with it, you can slowly let the other areas stick. Because then otherwise you're going, oh, oh, no, no, don't stick, don't stick. All right, so again, make sure they're straight. See, I'm going a bit skew-if, so and then fingers are the last to come out on that side. Okay, our next stamp by mail, I don't know because I'll have to wait until I get to see the next catalogue. So that'll come out in September, but whatever it is, it will be from that next catalogue. So I have to wait. Waiting is so hard. But I do have a class, and I will share that in a moment, and that will have, it's a masculine card class using the Adventurous Skies. You know what? That's going to be a little tricky. So, and there'll be two options for that. Oh, that's not going to stick. It wants to stick to the twine and nothing else. Let me have a look. See, this is the good thing about casing, is that you go, what have they done? They've probably used dimensionals. You know what? I think I will too, because that is just going to stick to twine. So let's get these guys on. So we've got a fair bit of height in this card. That's okay. I don't mind a bit of height. I'll leave them out because I don't get them mixed up. So let's grab these off. Oh, I've done it again. Go away. There we go. I start working again, and then I look up and I go, oh, flip that graphic up. And then you guys can't see what I'm doing. All right, so now we've got dimensionals on here again. So press down firmly so that again, whoops. What did that do? Come back, let me know if I'm back in the right screen share. I know waiting is super hard. I think on the 24th or 5th is when we get to see demonstrators get to see the next catalogue. So I will be waiting for that, and then what? And then I will pick and order and create, and I'll let you know what they're going to be. Well, I will pick and then let everybody know and then create. All right, and then I'm not going to put one on the top of the trunk or anything because that's going to sit flush with that, but I will put a little one on the bottom of the trunk just so that holds down. Okay, you go you go you. So oops, so that will sit just like that, and that'll sit flat with that. Okay, so then so my next, and it will be a product class. If you want the PDF only, if you don't want the products, then the PDF will be available inside of my monthly membership, my PDF membership, and but there will be a class option to get either the full suite or just the consumable side of it. So I've just got to figure those out, but my cards are made and I can give you a quick sneak peek of them, and they will come out next month, 1st of August. They will be available to sign up for. All right, so there we go. Oh, other bling. Do I need other bling? I will put these in, and do I need other bling? That is the question. Let me know. Let me know. Do I need some rhinestones or something? So let's put this down the bottom. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Rebecca. Nice. Bling. Definitely need some bling. What will I? What bling? Oh, no. Thank goodness that was just the edge. It just landed in my glue. That's okay. I would just let it dry and rub it off anyway. All right, there we go. Oh, and if you have those adhesive erasers, do you remember them? I've still got, I think I may have 2 of them. I just don't know where they would be. All right. Oh, I can't get my drawer open. Oh, my chair's in the way. Okay, bling. Alrighty, what would be suitable bling? I like them. Okay, I could do dew drops with them. Grey pearls, no, because if I'd used the smoky slate background, I think I could easily have put the grey. I've got little foil things that have got a bit of pink in them. Pearls. Ooh. I've got little swirls. I've got them. Ooh, I've got them. There's some the Shy Shamrock. Got some of them. Don't know that there is actually any Granny Apple Green or got rhinestones. Ooh, what are they? Oh, that's Garden Green. Got those things. I think that's Lemon Lolly Twist. I've got them. I could use them. So, or just rhinestones. So anything popping out to anyone, let me know. But because I used a yellow tinge on this one, I don't know that they will suit. Maybe I'll use these yellow. I'm pretty sure they are Lemon Lolly. Why don't they have them colours on the back? Well, there's that green. That green would match too. I reckon maybe the green ones. Maybe the green ones. I'll do them on these ones because they're sort of yellowy green. They probably are Lemon Lime Twist actually. So we'll put 2 down here, and maybe I'll put 1 up here. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, the yellowy green ones. And then I think for the other card, I might do the Shamrock ones from this set. I tell you what I have used all of is the trinkets that come with the trinkets that come with, where did I put my container? The industrial trinkets. Industrial trinkets. Look at that. I have used all of I never use all of something. So I'm pretty proud of myself for using them all. And I'll just pop these in the same place just so that I don't have to think. Maybe I'll put one over here. Whatever. Okay, I think we are done. I do believe. Let me pop them there. I'll pull them up a little bit higher to the screen. No bling. Sorry, bling's on there. Facebook must be or is it YouTube? YouTube must be lagging a little bit. All right. Rightio. Clean up my little area. So, oh, do I need to trim my tails? I think I might need to trim my tail. That one's not too bad. I'll leave that one as is. That's not too bad. Oh, oops. Oopsie. Anyway, so there be the granny apple green, lemon lime twist, and whatever yellow was on my brush. And then the shaded spruce shy shamrock, and again whatever yellow. Dare say that yellow is crushed curry. There we go. So I like them. I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I like them both. I think they're both. I do like the brightness of this one, but I think that they both go well. I think it's probably because they both complement their papers. Like if you didn't see this one, that one would be fine. If you didn't see that one would be fine. But they both definitely complement their papers. I have just going off on a totally different tangent, and I'm thinking that I might have to do another nighttime video because I have another scrapbook layout that I would like to try, and I would like to try it with this particular papers. Actually, I would like to do a nice bright one. So I'm thinking maybe just maybe I could get myself organized and we could do a scrapbooking night once a month as well, just because I'm new at scrapbooking isn't my thing. So if scrapbooking isn't your thing and you're trying to get into it as well, maybe we could go down that journey together. So they are today's cards. Again, if you want the instructions, all the measurements and all that type of thing, just so it's written out and you know exactly what I've used, make sure you head on over to my blog. You can sign up for my newsletter, and then every week, whatever card we make during our live is what comes out the following week. So even if you miss a live, that's okay, because you'll get the tutorial and you'll get a replay link and all that sort of thing. So these are these are the man cards that I have coming out in my next class for August. So I'm just doing a little bit of a show there, just a real quick one. So that will be, the tutorial comes out for that. Let me just get rid of and put me back on here. Hello. I have to duck down because my camera's down. So that will be available to sign up for on the 1st of August. And if you just want the PDF for it, then that's going to be in the membership, and I just have to work out pricing and how it will work outside of the membership. So, but that's it for me. So, okay. Yep, I think I'll definitely think about a scrapbooking night for maybe next week. I've just got to work out what my husband's doing because he's working away at the moment and he's all over the place. If not, it'll be next Thursday. And of course, in colouring, I'm trying to pick up some more quick colouring videos in the Blends and Beyond group as well. So Marilyn said, thanks for using shy shamrock. It's horrible to say. Other demos I have watched have used other greens, ruler greens. I don't know what ruler greens is. I'm saying other greens, stronger greens. Garden green would be nice. Everyone loves garden green and mossy meadow, right? Hey, is that me giving my own thumbs down? I haven't even. Whatever. I will see you next week. So take care and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.